Okay, guys, as stated, I did part 1 of my reason. Make sure you check that out if you haven't already done so. I'm probably going to put it in 2 separate videos. But I'm going to do a love article read now. And basically, regards to Donald Trump, Melania, and Hope Hicks. Because something's telling me to look at this deck, right? So let's see what's going on. I guess my first question will be, what is the general relationship between these three? Donald Trump, Melania Trump, and Hope Hicks. A card came out, so we'll put that to the side for now. Alright, so you guys saw what I pulled out, right? I haven't flipped out over the 4th card just yet. We'll do that in a second. So, first card that came out is a friendship card, right? So a friendship card, you know, it kind of seems self-explanatory, right? Like, okay, but you said he's just a friend. Meeting through friends, right? Good understanding, compatibility, familiarity. Normally this is a relationship that only leads to friendship, not necessarily intimacy, right? That's what it started off as. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 individuals, right? So it's like, collectively as a group, Melania, Trump, and Hope seem to have a good friendship. But then we got this one. Passione. Passion! As you can see, it's a very dramatic card, guys. Strong chemistry, attraction with someone, mutual attraction, passionate love life, passionate about life in general, passionate about goals, projects, creativity. There's some passion going on with somebody. Given how the women look like, and these 2 women look alike, you know who I'm referring to, guys. It ain't the wife right now. So, on the surface, we say we just a friend. We say we just a... Oh, baby, you! Right. There's some passion going on in that back end. With an individual with very dark hair. Long, dark hair. Who also happens to be sick right now. Just saying. And then we got the work. Workplace, employment, hard work, labor, money, finances. Finances always comes out. You're seeing a trend, right? Meeting to work. Relationship could be hard work. So this will go 2 ways. On one hand, yes, the relationship between Trump and Melania is hard work because that is a lot of pressure. Aside from, you know, having a school-aged child, the pressure of being president and first lady. At the same time, this woman looks an awfully lot like Hope Hicks. And given the 3 cards that came out, friendship, passion, and work, I'm thinking these 2 are more connected, I'll say. Now, let's see what was the card that fell out. Ah! You guys see this, right? You guys see this, right? Do I need to explain this one? I'll explain it. But you see it, right? Sorry. I'm being annoying. In relationships, right? So, I'll tell you, I love decks like this. So, open relationship, aka an entanglement. Yep, I'm bringing out that word back from the dead right now. That is one of the words of 2020. An entanglement of sorts. So it seems like through all this, like, says just a friend, a passion, the work, there is an open relationship. And when you have an open relationship, what do you think that means, guys? Person in question wants to be free to date others, or you want to be free to date others, not ready to commit. Freedom of choice. You want to be free. Trump and Melania have open relationship. That's how their marriage works. Okay? Let's cut to the chase. Melania knows about Hope. Hope and Trump have work and passion related projects. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Now, second controversial question. Who did the president catch COVID from? He definitely caught it from Hope. Definitely caught it from Hope. Then gave it to Melania. Just from proximity's sake. As you can see, unlike the first set of cards that came out, these are a lot more general, right? They're not as blatant. So, you know, money. This probably happened during a, you know, a rally or something related. I'm thinking a fundraiser, right? During a fundraiser, the new love gave him it. After the new love gave him it, went by the person that he actually has a union with and gave it to them. Unfortunately, that's usually how these things work, right? It sucks. Well, it is what it is. So, yeah. That's what gave him hope. I did want to ask one more question. Well, what's the long-term, what would be the status of the president's relationship once his term, whether he gets a first or second, is done? You know, aka, will he and Melania still be together? You saw I shuffled, guys. You saw I shuffled, guys. You saw I shuffled. Okay. I'll even pull a fourth one. Let's see what they say. Bro. New love. They're probably not going to be together after his tenure in office at some point. Gonna be dealing with money, of course, especially when you're rich and deal with a divorce. I mean, look at the situation with Dr. Dre right now and his estranged wife. You know, everyone will be good with money because even when he leaves the office, he's gonna get opportunities just because he's the president. Plus, he gets, you know, he's eligible for a pension and all this stuff. It will be a material focus. There will be gossip over the new love, right? That was gonna happen regardless. I mean, if we were gonna be frank, the gossip was going to happen, but it's gonna be a lot of, you know, in the bonchinche, talking behind your back, too much talk, not enough action, talking between friends, leaks. Confusion regarding stories about how this new love came to be, right? And then finally we pulled the last card, Karma. Karma came out. So, Karma's door at the end is opening on that. And with the Karma card, you know, it's think Justin Timberlake, what goes around, comes around. Comes around, goes around. Comes around, goes around. Karma will hit that relationship. So, I noticed cards that did not come out were ones like Soulmate, Twin Flame, all this, though, meant to be. Even when things don't go as planned, like, ultimately, long term, this was supposed to be a plan. They weren't meant, he was meant to get a new love. He wasn't meant to stay in that relationship forever. Okay? I have a feeling financially, things will be fine. There's always going to be that gossip, that talking. That was going to happen regardless. But there will be, it looks like, at least one more Mrs. Trump. Leave it at that. Leave it at that. I'm reading it as it is the other individual that caught COVID. But I could be wrong. You guys let me know what you think, right? So, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Leave your feedback. Maybe you see the cards differently than I do from what I pulled. I want to hear your thoughts. So, with that, guys, stay happy and healthy. We'll see what's going on for the WG1, WGA folks, you know. I tried to make this as, what's the word I'm using for? PG and also as unbiased read as possible. So, I'll just leave it at that. And if you guys want to hit me up, you know where to find me. Alright, peace. Okay, and finally, for the first deck anyway, I have a part 1 of this reading. Question number 3. Most controversial question. Will the end of the Cabal happen this month? Again, you guys could DM me if you want to get more info to see what I'm talking about, but I'm just trying not to let's just say things are supposed to really be put upside down this month. And there's been a lot of warnings about it. So, I'm going to shuffle 3 times more. Will this rest, relaxation, period, recovery from COVID lead to the end of the cabal? Having trouble shuffling now. Do one more shuffle. Yeah, I gotta see that, right? Got another female energy here. For my WWG1, WWGA folks. I'm not sure your plan's going to work. At least not this time. You see the cards that came out. First one. Broken heart. Heartbroken. Doesn't look like the cabal's ending. For those who wonder what I'm talking about a different type of traffic other than cars. Broken heart. This is dealing with grief and loss. There was hopes that we would, or, you know, the collective we as the United States or the world, we're going to be able to stop this current evil group that the letter that comes before R has been talking about for a period of time on message boards and stuff. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Darkness, emptiness, grief. Deep healing is called for now. Vent feelings, release the situation, reclaim your power and your peace of mind. That's the message we're getting with the first card. This is probably the card that is the most blatant that I've seen so far in these questions. Second card we got is the woman holding the heart. Woman holding the heart, as you could see, is a female. It's almost like, you know, like in a sexually suggestive pose, like partially, you know, doesn't seem like she's wearing a bra. she's holding a heart. And there's hearts within the heart. And, you know, she got butterflies going on and all this stuff. You know, it's a very theatrical picture when you look at it, right? So after a broken heart, we get a woman with a heart, right? And this is a female. And, of course, dealing with family and love and emotions, right? This is a state of peaceful emotion, being receptive to love. If you have family issues, they're going to be resolved, right? Understanding the various emotions of life and bringing that awareness, almost like being empathetic, if you will. There may be a presence of a female individual or energy that's going to help with this broken heart, if you will. That will basically help us move on from the disappointment that's bound to happen from this, basically. So, expect a female figure, energy of some sort, to help out once certain things don't go out as planned. I'll put it like that. And then finally, we got the strategy card. So as you can see, it's almost like it's like the Nicolas Cage, National Treasure. It kind of reminds me of that card. Strategy card. Like I said, one thing I love about this deck is it's one of those like self-explanatory cards. You're not sitting there trying to figure out the meaning of life. Like in these cards, I think that's why I kind of relate to them the most. It's like I like keep it simple. Making a plan. So you're gonna hurt. A female energy is going to help you get over this hurt, and then you gotta work on a new plan. Basically, this is where you gotta set up a new plan to achieve goals. What direction do you want to go in? And in this case, what direction do we want to go in as a country? Or humanity-wise, right? Do we want to still stick with the same system? Do we have a better system in mind, right? Consider potential changes in course that may be needed. Have a conscious plan and might structure short-term goals needed to make the long-term goal a reality. So, moral of the story, it's gonna suck. You're gonna be consoled by female energy. You will need to regroup. That's what came out. Alright, question 2. Is this part of Q's plan? Oops, I wasn't supposed to say the letter. But I said it. For those of you who don't follow that particular organization or don't know, there's been mention of what they call an October surprise. And that this was part of the plan for the president to be MIA for, they were saying 8 to 10 days, but it looks like up to 2 weeks. While some horrible truths, I'll say, come out. I'm not saying you gotta believe in it. I'm not saying you don't gotta believe in it. I'm just saying what is out there right now. You guys can look it up yourself. They're already kind of considered public enemy number 1, especially to Congress recently. So I'm a hold my mule. So, question number 2. Is this part of the October surprise predictions? I'll put it that way. And you guys on your end, or if you want to email me, I could give you details of some of the stuff that they're claiming is supposed to happen in October. Whether or not you want to believe it is completely on you. And we'll see. Let's see, guys. Is this October surprise? Raphael came out again. And a financial card came out again. So the first one is the Arrested Rejuvenation. Which, yeah, like, that's part of the plan. Part of the October surprise is the Rest and Rejuvenation card. That the president will be, not as visible for, it was originally stated 8 to 10 days, but with COVID, that's really 14 days, not 8 to 10. So, as you can see, a man is, in a meditation pose. He's receiving energy. You could also look at it as receiving information if you want to, look at it from a different point of view. And when this card comes out, this is exactly, one thing I like about these cards, they're kind of self-explanatory when you look at them. Relaxation and meditation. Being in a tranquil state. It's time to relax. So, To me, this is confirming that this rest and relaxation is part of the October surprise. And part of it is to get certain plans that are in place. Now, second card, once again, Archangel Raphael, the angel of love, acceptance, healing. So it looks like during this time period, some much needed rest is gonna happen with the help of Archangel Raphael. And it also confirms, like, yes, this seems to be part of the plan. The plan being taking time off in October while certain things may potentially go down. I'll put it that way. Finally, you got a woman holding a coin. So as you can see, there's a black cat with purple next to this woman, and she's holding a coin. Very elegantly dressed. Beautiful makeup, if you will. And almost looks like an ancestor coin, if you take a look. Okay. So a woman holding a coin. It's a financial card. This is a female connected with money. Alright? Or at least a female energy connected with money. Also deals with health or value. So, there's a successful endeavor regarding finances and health coming up. Given the two questions, here's what I'm starting to think. It looks like the October surprise is something planned. Maybe not necessarily COVID, but definitely some type of rest and relaxation was planned for the president, right? Whether or not it's related to certain events that are supposed to happen this month, that's still up in the air. That's going to be question number 3, which will probably be my most controversial question. Trying to find the right way to say this. He's receiving assistance from a female. Of wealth and value. Of business, if you will. With this October surprise, did this woman of wealth and value, I don't want to say her name on screen, but if you guys have been paying attention to, let's say, a particular Netflix documentary that kind of helped bring somebody in, that leads with what's supposed to happen this month. And given that this woman used to be at the president's properties in Mar-a-Lago, the Netflix documentary spoke about this, right? If this is the woman I'm thinking, a woman who currently is incarcerated, but comes from very high status, even hung out with royalty, is she helping him with this rest and relaxation plan while the October surprise happens? Inquiring minds want to know.